For me, Burabay is more than just a beautiful location. It is a place of energy. I come here when I'm sad and when I'm tired, and I leave it always in high spirits, full of strength to conquer the capital. I am not determined to conquer anything, I just relax and sometimes show you the sights. Today we are in Okzhetpes, the oil capital of Kazakhstan. The program will be hot. Don't switch. I wonder if it is going to rain. Well, let's go. Okzhetpes is located on the shores of Lake Burabay or Auliekol. The cliff rises 300 meters above the sea level. Okzhetpes is considered one of the most famous natural attractions in Burabay. You can also get here by train. The nearest railway station is located in Shchuchinsk. From there, you can get to the foot of the cliff by regular bus or by car through the village of Burabay. There are many legends about the Okzhetpes rock. Of these, 5 are the most popular. Now I want to tell you one of them that I liked the most. It is about love. Once upon a time there was one wealthy man. He had an only daughter. They say she was an indescribable beauty. Her father did not want to marry off his daughter as he was very jealous and could not survive parting with her. But still, after thinking hard, he decided to marry his daughter with one condition. The condition was as follows. He showed the rock, to the top of which young men needed to shoot arrows. If the arrow reached the top of the rock, he promised to marry off his daughter. But if the arrow would not reach the target, the heads of young men would be cut off. All young men of the Khanate fought for the hand of the Khan's daughter, but no one managed to achieve the goal. The girl told her father that there was one horseman named Qasim whom she loved, and she begged her father to give Qasim a chance to participate in the competition. The first time Qasim's arrow did not reach the top. The girl asked her father for a second attempt. While Qasim was preparing the bow and arrows, the Khan's daughter climbed the rock and from there began to sing. On the second attempt, the arrow of the horseman reached its goal and the Khan had to marry his daughter to Qasim. Later, Qasim asked his beloved why she did this. She replied, "I climbed this mountain thinking that if you hear my voice, you will succeed. And if it didn't work out, I would have thrown myself off the cliff because I could not live without you." Here is a touching love story, and now together we will climb the Okzhetpes rock, which I just told you about. But these are all legends. Scientifically, the region appeared 5 million years ago as a result of orogeny. The landscape changed in 3 geological periods, in the late Jurassic, late Cretaceous and Quaternary. At the dawn of the birth of life on Earth, the entire territory of the region was covered with an endless sea. But at some point, mountains began to form at the bottom of the sea. Gradually, the sea became shallow and eventually dried up completely, leaving only small waters in the form of lakes on the surface. Burabay rocks and stones took their bizarre shapes in the Ice Age thanks to the work of ice and wind. And now these picturesque views, created by nature, delight our eyes. What are the mountains for? To climb them. I will not climb Okzhetpes alone, but with Ravil, our rock climbing instructor. Let's see together. According to instructor Ravil, we have a long way to reach the top of Okzhetpes. I'm already tired. I'm already a little out of breath. But the goal is set, so we continue on our way, right? Yes, not all people even get to this place. That is, you pass an endurance test here. That's it. Let's go. It's not easy for me to get up. I had to do more sports. One thing pleases, I'll pump up my legs. Ravil warned against climbing the rock alone. There must be a person who ensures the safety, so we go together. I express my respect to Ravil. He has accompanied a much larger team to the top of the cliff. Ravil, tell us about your work. What is the largest team you had to accompany to the top of the cliff? How did you deal with it?
қанша адамнан тұрды, жалпы ол іспен сіз қалай енді атқарып шықтыңыз қызметіңізді?
As far as I remember, there were approximately 24-25 people. I can't say for sure, because there are approximately such groups. Well, 25 people, so to speak. We worked like this. We divided the group into two, and one more instructor joined us. It would be very difficult, almost impossible to take the whole group. These should be trained people. And so we divided it into two, that is, two instructors accompanied first part, and another instructor stayed here and told the safety precautions. I am a coward. I am very afraid of heights. And certainly instructors also meet such people like me. I was interested in the question of how he dealt with difficult situations. In general, we don't come across such difficult moments. We work fine, but we try to find an approach to everyone. I am basically the second, the one who is with people. All the years, almost 5 years, I very rarely go first and just hang the ropes. Some people ask why some sections have no ropes. In fact, some sections are safe. We explain this by the fact that all these paths have been laid here for years. All safety measures are passed on from generation to generation, that is, they are preserved. Ravil told who is allowed to climb Okzhetpes and how much this entertainment costs. There are no discounts. Here you pay 4,500 tenge per person. There is no child ticket. We allow ascent to people from the age of 14. Height is very important here, because there were cases when the child is short and you have to leave him. Thus, we introduced age limit. I intend to climb and decided to overcome my fear, but then the weather saved me. The sky was overcast. We were unable to climb the Okzhetpes rock due to worsening weather conditions. Now it is not only raining here, but a strong wind is blowing. Therefore, Ravil and I are going down. Our director Zukrab had only a t-shirt. The video shows him dancing to keep warm. So check the weather forecast before you are going to conquer Okzhetpes. That's how we did not see the stunning view from the top of the cliff. They say that from the mountain top you can see numerous large and small lakes such as Kazakh, Tenekol, Auliekol, Malaya Chebachia and others. But there are so many places that we need to see in Burabay that we didn't even have time to get upset. But there is no news from Auliekol. Where is he now? I have already arrived in Aktau and from the airport went to the embankment in the 15th micro-district. The city already had an embankment, but new sites periodically appear in connection with the development and growth of the city. The opening of this site was timed to a big event. The embankment was built for the summit of the 5 Caspian states in 2018. Russia, Azerbaijan, Iran, Turkmenistan and Kazakhstan have defined the borders in the Caspian. This issue has been resolved during 20 years. The embankment is 1 kilometer 750 meters long and it was built in record time, in a month and a half. The first thing that caught my eye on the embankment is the palm trees. You start to doubt if you are definitely in Aktau and not somewhere in Miami. These palms from a distance look like real ones, but in truth, they are artificial, but still beautiful. There are some types of palm trees that can adapt to the Aktau climate. For example, Chilean Jibek can withstand frost down to -20 degrees, while in Aktau the temperature in winter does not even drop to 0 degrees. For example, real palm trees grow on the embankment in Batumi, as the location of the Georgian city is only 200 kilometers south of Aktau. In addition to palm trees, 16 small architectural forms create an interesting appearance of the embankment. I took a closer look at one of them. This amazing sculpture was presented to the 55th anniversary of Aktau from Karakiyan region. Kobe's with an earring inside. Behind is a shiny rock. Indeed, beautiful and unusual. There is also the Square of Myths with sculptures of legendary characters as Notole, Swan, Dragon, Asan Kaigi and others. Where else to hold festivals, concerts and other cultural events in the city by the sea? Of course, on the waterfront. For these purposes, a large modern multi-functional stage over 70 meters long was built. The height of 19 columns located on the stage is 9 meters. Above the central column is a sculptural composition associated with Kazakh mythology. According to a legend, Suin Aiger are horses living underwater. In ancient times, the Mangistau horse breeders believed that if a mare grazed by the water, she would meet a sea stallion and they would have a special love, and from this union an unusually fast-winged horse would be born. There is now a sculpture in honor of Suin Aiger. The new amphitheater is equipped with modern sound and lighting equipment and panoramic LED panels. 1,000 artists can perform on stage at the same time. 25,000 people will be able to watch the performance. I can't get to a concert with a sea view, but I can take one picture as a souvenir. Everyone remembers the epic photo of Yelbasi Nursultan Abishevich Nazarbayev on this embankment. I want one for myself. Repeat the photo, post it in social networks with the hashtag across the Kazakh Land, and wait for cool prizes. Well, since I'm near the sea, I decided to go swimming in the Caspian Sea. Seawater invigorates and sets you in a positive way. It can be seen that Aktau people like transformations in the city. We saw many townspeople walking. For a comfortable promenade, 48,000 square meters of paving stones, 340 benches and the same number of trash bins have been laid. 4 playgrounds have been installed. Children have their own ways of moving along the embankment. Some on roller skates, others on skateboards, and the smallest on toy cars. We also saw those traveling on small ships by the sea, and I think it's time to see a real lighthouse that helps large ships navigate. Each ship is now equipped with modern navigation equipment, but communication with the satellite can fail at any time. Reliable, time-tested lighthouses have never let those at sea down. There are 5 lighthouses in Mangistau. We will go to one of them, which is located in the city. There are only 2 such lighthouses in the world. One of them is in Kazakhstan. Let's have a look. The altitude of the lighthouse is 73 meters. Local residents have repeatedly hinted to me about the uniqueness of Melovoy. But are there really so few similar lighthouses around the world? Okay, Google. How many rooftop lighthouses are there in the world? There are such lighthouses in Italy, Spain and Russia. In Aktau, such a lighthouse is located on the roof of a 10-story building. The lighthouse Melovoy was built in 1963 on the eponymous Cape Melovoy, open to all winds, from where the construction of the city of Shchuchinsk began. Once the lighthouse stood directly on the cape. It worked, pointing the right way to sailors and fishermen. But the city grew, and in 1974 the guiding beam was erected on the high-rise building number 9 in the 4th micro-district. An octagonal prismatic tower with a lamppost was built on the roof. At the time of construction, there were no flashing beacons in Kazakhstan. Its flashing light was visible far out to the sea. For example, a wide gap pierced through the mist at a distance of 24 miles. The Aktau landmark for ships worked for half a century. That is, almost double the service life. This year, the lighthouse celebrates its 57th anniversary. It was reconstructed on the 50th anniversary. The LED beacon light is equipped with a computer matrix. The glow of the new lighthouse is several times stronger, so it is not recommended to be on the roof when it is working. The flashlight is resistant to a kick, dust and corrosion. The old device is still in working order and is considered a backup. The local lighthouse is not only an architectural and historical relic, but also continues to serve for its intended purpose. And although modern ships are not afraid of the eddies of coastal bays, trapping fishermen of past centuries, the lighthouse continues to serve as a guiding star for both Kazakh ships and transit ships. Until Until 2011, the Melovoy lighthouse was equipped with light optical equipment. It had to be turned on and off manually, according to the sunrise and sunset times table. Therefore, before the modernization, there was a need for a caretaker at the lighthouse. He lived right next door on the 10th floor of the house. Now the lighthouse does not need a caretaker. And it's sad. I would have stayed here to serve a profession for romantics like me. They don't take me as a lighthouse keeper. I'll go swimming. This is the anthem of all romantics. There is an aqua park just nearby. Aqua park is a complex of slides and pools for children and adults. There are 6 slides, 3 high-speed, 2 family and 1 children's. To test myself, I decided to choose the highest one. So what do you need to do to use the services of the water park? You need to take a bracelet with a chip, load the amount you need there, and enjoy vacation. When I was told that the height of this slide is 21 meters, I did not think it was that high. Oh, we finally got it. I got there, now I'm afraid to slide. I feel that I will have to, otherwise I will be ashamed in front of the audience and Okzhetpes. Let's go! There are 5 swimming pools on the area of 30,000 square meters. The largest of them is built on the area of 1,500 square meters. Despite the fact that we arrived in Aktau in August, the weather was wonderful. It was nice to lie on a sun lounger after the pool and think about how wonderful life is. On the territory of the aqua park, there are also dry pools for the little ones, without water, but with water attractions, as well as a wave pool and a pool with a sea view. Is this the largest aqua park in Kazakhstan? The Laguna Aqua Park is one of the largest open aqua parks in Kazakhstan. How does the rescue service for small children work? How does the security system work? More than 20 rescuers work in our territory on a daily basis. We also have 120 CCTV cameras on the territory of the park, and operators are watching the situation around the clock. You will rightly notice why I need an aqua park when there is a sea nearby. I thought about it and decided to ask the director where from water is taken for aqua park. Does water come to the water park from the Caspian Sea? No, we do not take water from the Caspian. We have filtered drinking water, and in the wave pool we use artesian salt water, which we extract from a well. It turns out that to use seawater in swimming pools, it needs to be further purified and many chemicals are added to it. The use of water from the city tap allows you to process water at the lowest cost and eliminate the human factor. A modern closed water supply system makes it possible to use water many times after additional purification throughout the season. There are 2 parking lots for cars in the aqua park, and there are several toilets, showers and changing rooms for visitors, so everyone who wants to relax in comfort is welcome. I think I'll call Okzhetpes to find out how she is doing. I once lived in this hotel and decided to tell you so that you know where to stay upon arrival. Externally, the hotel is decorated in a Bavarian style. The Bavarian style presupposes accuracy and some asceticism of the external design. Despite the apparent simplicity, such structures resemble houses from German fairy tales. Mown lawns, ornamental plantings and hedges make the surrounding area cozy. I arrived at a hotel in Burabay. I will share with you information about what services are provided here to visiting guests. Right now, I have taken the keys to the junior suite and standard room. Due to the fact that there are a lot of people in Burabay now, all the suites are occupied. So I will show you how the junior suite and standard rooms are equipped. First, you need to take the elevator and get to the floor we need. Find the room and attach the electronic key to the lock on the door. I've done it. We came to a junior suite. It is in no way inferior to luxury. Spacious room with a separate sofa. I love that there is a great view from the window. In general, the abundance of windows is a sign of a hotel that takes care of its guests. The bed is large and comfortable. In my opinion, these rooms are well suited for families, not only because of the size of the bed or the size of the room. There is another room here. It seems to me that it is intended for a mother with a small child. Here you can relax without disturbing the rest of the family. In general, not bad conditions. What can you see here besides an additional room? The refrigerator also has everything you need for tea time. It makes me happy. Spoons, bowls, and a teapot. Now let's see what's in the closet. Yeah, as many as 2 bathrobes. Everything you need is here, and you don't need to contact the reception. The bathroom has all the toiletries, including the hair dryer. Here you can take a quick shower or get into the bath for a long time and relax.
Жалпы енді не керек соның барлығы бар екен. Оған қоса, мына жақта енді душқа түсетін болса, ал уақыты бар адамдар шынымен де ұзақ уақыт, 1 сағат жаңағы отырып, өзімен өзі уақыт өткізгісі келетін адамдар осы ваннаға су толтырып.
It seems to me that I will do so now, because I am tired from the road. So, bye-bye. Of course, I was joking about the bath. Who besides me will tell you about the standard room? Let's go and see. The standard room is much smaller than the junior suite, but the mattress is as soft as in the junior suite. Therefore, if you want to save a little, you can take a standard room without hesitation. There is only 1 window, but this is already good. The main thing is that natural light penetrates the room from the outside. There are TV, dish, or tea accessories. Now let's look inside the closet. Everything in the closet is the same as in the junior suite. There is everything you could possibly need. Now let's look at the bathroom. As I expected, there is no big bath here, but you can still find necessary things here to wash and dry. Not bad. There are even soap and a toothbrush. This makes me happy.
Кептірінесіз деген сияқты керектің барлығы бар, жаман емес. Тіпті бұл жерде де сусабын, тісіңізді жуам десеңіз, бар керектің барлығы бар.
In general, the cost of a junior suite is 40,000 tenge, and a standard room is 30,000 tenge. It includes breakfast, parking, and free Wi-Fi. You have already taken a bath, rested on a wide bed and drank tea, and then you get bored. In this case, local entertainment is here for hotel guests. At first you can play billiards, even if you have never held a cue in your hands, it's worth a try. Our director Zukrab prepared for a long time, but he smashed the pyramid perfectly in the center. Adults can play here from 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. Billiards, of course, is more suitable for men, but the hotel also pleased the girls. The well-equipped karaoke room will not leave you indifferent. A professional Evolution Pro system is installed here. There is no need to look for songs in paper catalogs. Just type in the required name and the system looks for the song itself. After returning from walks in nature or climbing the mountains, you can gather with family or friends in the evening, sing and relieve the fatigue. Can you give me a microphone? I had a great time at the hotel. Looked at the cozy rooms, billiards and karaoke rooms, and most importantly, I told you all the information you need. Now, having arrived in Burabay, you will know for sure where it is best to stay. The program is over. As a result, I managed to go down the slide in the aqua park, climb onto the roof of the 10-story building, look at the Malaboy lighthouse, and see the new embankment in the 15th micro district. I'm beginning to like Okzhetpes more and more. I will examine it thoroughly in the next programs. I did not climb the Okzhetpes rock, but I got to the point where the instructions are given. It is not easy to go up there either. I showed you a lovely hotel where everything is done with love for guests. And yes, you had to listen to me singing. I won't do it anymore, but it's not for sure. Follow us on the Across the Kazakh Land hashtag.